Hey guys, it's Mark from Strategist. Today we're going to talk about a famous quote from Richard Branson. What he says is that luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And I totally believe in this. In fact, just a year or so ago, a situation like that happened to me and my wife. Back in March of 2017, my wife and I actually bought our first private property. So prior to this, in the fourth quarter of 2016, the Singapore property market was actually not doing very well. Right, so there were a lot of news articles and critics and people saying that the Singapore property market is on the downtrend, it's not going to do well, you shouldn't be buying property now, right? In fact, even the Straits Times or Business Times and property websites were also saying the same thing. But think again, what happened was that I realized that when all these people are saying these things, right, that means there is actually an opportunity that's going to be coming soon. Because in the Singapore property market, the property cycle comes around every 5 to even 8 years, you know. So there's a chance that this is actually going to happen again. So what I did was that I prepared myself. I started educating myself, I started reading up on property websites, attending seminars and so on, just to learn more about what kind of opportunity or what kind of preparation I actually needed to do, right? Of course, one of the main things is to make sure you have the funds, your cash and money ready for this purchase. But even before that, you need to do your homework to understand what kind of property suits your objective, what and where this property is actually suitable for you, right? Which location is good for your purpose, meaning is it for capital gain, is it for rental, or what is it for? Is it for you to just hold, you know, is it a freehold property that you plan to hold for long term, right? So all these things are things that you should be doing as homework, as reading up, as research, so that when an opportunity actually arises, you're ready to take immediate action. So for me and my wife, this actually happened in March of 2017. For those of you who are familiar, you will know that in March of 2017, the Singapore government actually reduced certain cooling measures. The seller stamp duty, or the additional seller stamp duty period, was reduced from 4 years to now 3 years. Right, so that means a whole year earlier that you could actually sell off a property. So what this means is that for people who bought properties before March of 2017, they had to hold their property for a good 4 years before they could sell off if they did not want to incur any seller stamp duty from the government. Right, but for people who bought it after March of 2017, they could actually sell it just 3 years later. That is 1 year less, a whole 1 year, right? So in property terms, right, or in holding period terms, 1 year is actually a long time. It's actually 25% reduction in the holding period, and that is why a lot of people are going to take action when, or rather, a lot of people took action when these measures kicked in, right? And after we purchased the property in March of 2017, just 3 to 4 months later, property prices started going on the uptrend. Right, it increased, if I'm not wrong, about 10 to 12% just in 3 months. And another 3 to 6 months later was when the en bloc fever started. Right, there were a lot of en blocs that happened, collective sales that happened. It pushed the price up even more. So just in a period of about a year, the property that my wife and I bought actually appreciated by a good 20% right? So this is what it actually means when Richard Branson actually says that, you know, luck is actually when preparation meets an opportunity such as this. So if you agree or disagree, do let me know. What are your thoughts? I would like to learn from you guys as well, right? Do share with me your experience in the comments below. Mark here from Property Growth Strategist, and I'll see you soon.